Before we're able to do anything with osTicket, we are actually going to need to install the IIS files and enable CGI within them. So in order to do that, we are going to go to Control Panel. Once Control Panel is opened up, click Uninstalled Programs. We're not actually going to uninstall anything, but we will be using the feature of turning Windows features on and off. Once you're in the Windows Features tab, the Windows features on or off, we are actually going to scroll down until we see the Internet Information Services. We are going to click this box and then expand it. Once in there, you're going to go into the World Wide Web Services and expand that, and then Application Development Features and expand that. Then you will click CGI. Once you click that, it will search for the required implementations, and then it will take a little bit to install. The next thing you want to install is actually PHP. We are now going to install PHP Manager to be able to run osTicket. Once the installation is complete, just hit close. Next, we are going to install rewrite module. We're going to unzip or drag and drop the files in the PHP zip folder into the PHP folder that we just created on our C drive. Now we're going to install the VC redistributable. Next, we're going to install MySQL or MySQL, and next, accept. We're just going to do the typical setup and then hit install. So we hit launch. We're going to go into a standard configuration. We're just going to hit next. Just going to type in root, but this is just example. So root and root, just double check it and then click execute. Open up IIS as an admin. So what I'm doing now is registering the PHP. So we're just going into the PHP manager within the IIS manager and clicking the PHP folder that we created earlier with all the information on it, and just clicking on it and then hitting open. And then we're actually gonna hit the actual application and open that, and then just say okay. Now we're gonna stop and restart the actual server, and then now we're gonna start it. Now we're gonna install osTicket. All right, we are going to actually open this, go to C, gonna go to their C drive, inet pub, and then we're going to www root, and then we're just gonna copy the upload folder into here. Then we're gonna rename upload to osTicket. So we're just gonna drag the upload folder from the IIS installation. We're just gonna hit continue. Once this is done, we'll be right back. Once it is all transferred to here, you're actually going to rename this as osTicket, or lowercase o and lowercase s, capital T, and then lowercase rest of the letters. Now you open it as admin. I'm going to stop and restart the server. So now we're going to load the osTicket site after we restarted and started back up the server. So what you're going to do is want to click the clients, drop down to site, drop down to default website, and then drop down to osTicket. And then you're going to click browse over here on the right hand side, and it will load this page. This will now show what we are missing and need to install before we start actually running osTicket. Now we're going to click PHP Manager after we go back to IIS and open the osTicket folder. We're going to click enable and disable extensions, and then go back to the site. And then we see what we need to actually enable. So the first one is going to be the PHP IMAP, which is this one right here. We're going to click enable. We're going to do PHP INTL, and then the PHP cache is what we're going to enable. Then we're just going to refresh the browser, and then you can see that they're enabled. So we're going to go back to our osTicket folder, the www root folder. We are going to go into osTicket, going to include, and then we're going to scroll down to OC example config. We're just going to delete the sample portion of it. Go to right click it, properties, security. We're going to go to advanced. We're going to disable. Now that we gave everyone permissions, which we're not supposed to really do in a real setting, we then clicked on the continue button and then just filled out this form. Now we're going back to our little file system that we have out here. So now we're going to install HeidiSQL to be able to move on and create a new database. So now we're going to create a new database. Now we have to create a database osTicket. Database. The database. So everything that we just put in there, we're just going to put it back in and then click install now. So now it's going to populate this database over here. See, now it's all populated, and we have a congrats saying that it's now installed. And we just log in and it's verifying everything. And once it's verified, you can see we have osTicket installed. Within osTicket, you can actually create multiple users. When you're in, once you're in there, go to admin panel, and then you'll be able to create multiple users, be able to create multiple groups and whatnot, and assign different groups to different tickets, or enable them to be able to send them to different departments. Go to agents. Within agents, this is where you will be able to create your new teams, departments, and agents, and just add new agents manually and teams and departments manually within there too.